Hey, Adam Dukes here. Welcome to Dadpreneur episode number 48. I was doing a different background, but it had a glare. So going back to the original background, the old Rockefeller Center in 1932. So anyways, how do you add value? I was on a coaching call today and in a private Facebook group that I am in, and some people started asking some questions, and one of the persons asked how to add value. This kind of ties in with yesterday's Dadpreneur episode about starting an online business. A lot of people ask, Adam, how do I start an online business? What should I do first? There's so many different things, and my advice was to put out content, put out helpful content, and that was kind of the what to do, and now this is kind of part two, I guess you could call it, in the how to put out content, how to add value to the marketplace. This is a common question. A lot of people overthink it. You can put, there's plenty of ways to add value. What I like doing is adding who you are, what lessons you've learned. Lately, a lot of these videos, coming up with a daily episode, Dadpreneur episode, is not easy. Some days I have 17 ideas. Some days I have 0 ideas, and it's super frustrating, and I rack my brain, and I do write them down. I keep them in a little Google Keep is what I use, and I refer to them often. I referred to them this morning. I was kind of stuck for ideas of what to do today, and sometimes when I read through them, I just don't have like the fire, the passion I'm like, not today, So I have ideas jotted down, but I have to feel it. So this one today on the coaching call sparked something in me. The guy I followed that was doing the coaching call was talking about how to add value, and he was saying, add you to the marketplace. Share lessons, maybe a lesson you learned today, in the last 24, 48 hours, over the weekend, share some type of a lesson that you learned. I've been doing this a lot, like I said, with this Dadpreneur episode. It's been forcing me to kind of come up with content on a daily basis, which is not easy. I used to try to blog once a week, and I had a hard time coming up with ideas, 4 ideas a month. Now that I'm doing this daily, or at least 5 times a week, I should say, that's 20 to 22 ideas a month, as opposed to, like I said, what I was used to at 4. So I've 5x'd it. So it can be very, very difficult, but I've racked my brain and trying to think of and coming up with different ideas. And like I said, the coach that was talking was given some great ideas, and I want to share some because I've used some of them and they worked for me in the past. Is sharing lessons that you learned. Like I said, maybe you're reading a book and maybe it could be a sentence. I post a lot of when I'm reading a book. I'll open up because I read it on my Kindle on my phone, and I will open up my fan page and I will share a quote from a book or a screenshot from the book or a thought from the book or a quote from the book, and I'll share my thoughts on it, is what I mean. And so I do that quite often. It's just a little quick Facebook post, and sometimes I expand that into maybe a Facebook live stream, maybe even into a blog post or a YouTube video or a post in my paid private Facebook group, the Dadpreneur Edge. So it could be just anything from a book, again, maybe some type of a lesson that you learned in the last 24 hours. Share something that you learned. Share a win. Share a struggle that you share a win. You closed a business deal or whatever. You went and played with the kids at the park and had an awesome time. You closed a big business deal, and share the losses. Share what you've learned from those losses. A couple weeks ago, I talked about how I had the kids home. Yeah, I think it was I had the kids home, was really, really stressed out. I didn't get any of my stuff done. I didn't get my Dadpreneur episode done. I didn't get my daily blog, my daily email. And so I went outside at like 7 o'clock at night, and I did the Dadpreneur outside, like under a street light. And I was kind of sharing the lesson of what I learned that day. I was like, it wasn't ideal. I got really stressed out. I was on coaching calls. That's what I was. I was on a couple coaching calls that went long, and everything just kind of got pushed off to the very end of the day, and I didn't get my stuff done. Then I got really stressed out. And my family time, I ruined the family time because I was stressed out. I didn't get the stuff done in the day. I took a little walk and I got it done. So I kind of was sharing a lesson of what I learned that day. I was currently going through that, So that was my little tip of how I turned my shitty day into maybe a little tidbit and a little piece of value for people watching this, people reading my blog, my email, and things like that. So that is how you can add value. You don't have to get technical with all the how to, if you're into marketing, how to do this, how to do that. You can just share your daily experiences, your daily lessons, books. Like I said, the books you're reading. Maybe you learned something going to you're at the gas station and you said hi to a stranger. You learned something there, you could say, and then you could flip open the camera open up a blog post and write kind of a lesson learned. So don't overthink it. They're probably, what I'm trying to do is share one lesson I learned per day. And if you really think about it, you probably learn 2, 3, 5, 10, 20, maybe 30 lessons a day or 30 things a day. Just try to pick one and talk about that. It might be a 30-second little video, or maybe an audio clip. Maybe it's a 500-word blog post. So there's a ton of ways to share value. And like I said, as you do it more and more often, you start getting better at it. Like I said, I'm struggling. This is episode 47, 48, and I was struggling for ideas today. Like I said, I have a list of ideas, but I need something to kind of fire me up. I might look at that list tomorrow and say, yes, this one I can talk about today. Like I said, sometimes I'm not fired up. But like I said, on the coaching call, they were talking about it today. I thought it was perfect because it tied in with yesterday's show about how to start a business, and I kind of give the what to do of putting out content. Like I said, I suggest it on a daily basis, but it's completely up to you. And then today is kind of the part 2 to it, the how to, the what to share, how to add value. So there's a ton of ways to add value. You can show someone how to do something. You can share a lesson learned. You can be entertaining, just being funny, putting on a camera, maybe you're very good on camera and crack a joke in there and humorous. People love humor. So even if you're just entertaining, that is also adding value. So I don't think you have to teach someone something. You can share something. You can share a how-to something. You can share a lesson that you learned. You can be humorous. Be entertaining, and that's value in itself. So don't overthink it. I do at times, I do often at times, is overthinking the value of what to add, or is this valuable type of thing. So don't overthink it. Just put it out there. It'll be valuable to someone. Again, a lesson learned, a book you read, a meme. I've found memes that have sparked a Facebook post, have sparked. I've done meme videos on here. Other people's Facebook posts. I've done videos on other people's Facebook posts. I just read it, really liked it, maybe shared it, and then I made a video out of it. So, and that's adding value. So don't overthink it. Adding value, put you into it, add you, share what you're learning, like I said, the highs and the lows. So that's it for Dadpreneur episode number, I think it's 48. Now I got myself confused. Yeah, 48. Hey, if you want to join my Dadpreneur Daily, I send out a daily email with tips and tricks and strategies on how to work from home, build an online empire, and also raise a family at the same time. Just click the link left or right, up or down, and get on that email list and get on the Dadpreneur Daily tribe. Thank you.